Today on the Maury Show.
I never really questioned who my parents were, but then I needed to fulfill my prophecy, so that's why I did it.
Hey! I am the Sphinx! Ah! What are you doing?
Our son would kill him and marry me.
And the results are in. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Maury. We have a very special show for you guys today. We have the King and Queen of Thebes here. So without further ado, let's meet our guests. What's going on, guys? How you doing? So, you two are the King and Queen of Thebes.
Yes.
So, why are you two here today?
Well, I never really questioned who my parents were, but then I needed to fulfill my prophecy, so that's why I'm here today, to figure out who my parents actually are.
Alright, well, we'll get back to that later. So, Oedipus, as I understand, you became king in a very unusual way. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, originally I'm from Corinth, and then I heard a prophecy that I would kill my dad, so I wanted to get as far away from home as possible. So that's why I came to Thebes, where a Sphinx told me a really weird riddle, and said if I answered it, I'd become king.
Okay, that's interesting. So, let's take a look at that riddle.
I don't know if I should have left Corinth. Man.
Hey! I am the Sphinx! You must answer my riddle before you pass into Thebes!
What is your riddle?
What has 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, and 3 at night?
The answer. 2 legs. The answer is man. Because man has 4 legs in the morning, in the beginning of his life, 2 legs in the middle of his life, and 3 at the end of his life.
You have answered my riddle. You may pass into Thebes.
Wow, okay. Very interesting. So, I'd like to learn more about your wife, Jacosta, now. Jacosta, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking.
So, you were recently married, is that correct?
Yes, I was recently married.
And what happened to that marriage?
He was killed by some man. I don't know who he is.
What are you doing? Get out of the road! Ah! What are you doing? Ah!
I vowed to kill that man.
That's unnecessary, dear.
Well, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Alright, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we get back, we're going to dive right back into this fascinating story.
Coming up on Maury.
Hey, Ma.
And the results are in. Welcome back to Maury. Today we're here with the King of Thebes, Oedipus, who became king in a very unusual way by answering the riddle of Sphinx, and his wife, Jacosta, who just recently lost her husband. Now, out of curiosity, do you two have any children together?
Yes, we have 4 kids together. We have Eteocles, Ismene, Antigone, and the
No, Eteocles, Polynices, Antigone, and Ismene.
That's what I said.
No.
So, Jacosta, did you have any kids in your other marriage?
Yes, actually, I had 1 boy.
And where is he now?
Well, my husband went to the oracle and heard the prophecy that our son would kill him and marry me, so he tried to get rid of him, and as he tells me, he tied his feet together and then disposed of him.
The prophecy says my son will kill me and marry my wife. I can't let that happen. I gotta tie him up and dispose of him. Get in! Let's go! Come on! Get out of the car!
Oh God! Fucking don't do it! Don't do it! I will take you with me. Let me.
You're safe now.
Okay, well, let's get back to why we're here today. So, Oedipus, why are you even questioning who your parents are?
I'm questioning who my real parents are because I have the same prophecy as my wife's first husband, which was to kill my father and marry my mother. And it hasn't really come true because my supposed father got killed. And recently I was in a bar and this really got me to start questioning it. A drunk guy said that I was adopted. So I went back home and I asked my parents about it. They said I wasn't, but I'm not too convinced anymore.
So, do you have any clue to who your real biological parents might be?
Well, all I know is I was raised by my mom, Maury, and my father, Polybius, who recently just died.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for your loss. And, by the way, we have Maury here now, so let's bring her out.
Mom. Hey, Ma.
Hey. So, Maury, Oedipus here thinks that you are his real mom. Do you agree with that statement?
Of course I agree with that statement. I raised him and gave birth to him.
But how can you be sure?
Because I was there when you
Yeah,
were born.
just because you raised me doesn't make you my mom.
I didn't just raise you, I gave birth to you too.
But what about the drunk guy at that bar who said you weren't and said I was adopted?
I'm glad you brought up that drunk guy. Let's throw it to our AV guy, Jimmy, who's got a great clip for us about the drunk guy.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Jimmy, the AV guy. I got a nice clip for you, so let's check it out.
Hey, drunk guy, what do you know about Oedipus?
His parents, Polybus and Merope, they told me sometime that Oedipus wasn't really their son. Like he was, what's the word?
Adopted?
Adopted. That's it. And so I just thought Eddie, he should have known that he should have known it. What does that guy know? He's a drunk. You can't trust anything he says.
But what he said made some actual valid points.
You don't know if he's telling the truth. He's drunk.
He said things about me I didn't know about myself.
I know things about you.
Oedipus, do you not think that this is your real mom?
I do think that this is my real mother. Because my prophecy hasn't come true yet. And the oracle is never wrong. So unless the oracle was wrong, this isn't my real mother.
Coming up on Maury.
And the results are in. Welcome back to Maury. We're still here with Oedipus, his wife Jacosta, and his supposed mother Maury. We're going to do a quick DNA test to see if Maury is the real mother of Oedipus. And the results are in. You, Maury, are not the mother.
Whoa!
But wait! We also found that your wife, Jacosta, is the mother.
What? I had kids with my mom. My eyes. You doing?
That's gonna end Maury this week. We'll see you next week on the Maury Show. We read the results on the show just about 3 hours ago. Since then, we haven't been able to find Maury, and we know that Jacosta hanged herself immediately after hearing the results, and we are sorry for her loss. But we'd like to welcome back to the set Oedipus Rex. How are you, Oedipus? So, Oedipus, we know that you had a very, very violent reaction when you found out that your wife is actually your mother. Can you go in depth a little bit on that?
Well, the prophecy now makes sense, but it was just so horrifying and shocking that I had to just gouge my eyes out to ever prevent myself from seeing it again. I'm so angry. I'm so angry, Maury.
So you just said that the prophecy came true. Can you go into a little bit of detail on the prophecy, and can you explain how exactly it came true?
Yeah, well, a few years ago I encountered a man on the road to Thebes, and he tried to run me over, so I killed him to get by. The man ended up being my father, which fulfilled my prophecy. It made sense that his prophecy was the same as mine, too.
Get out of the road!
I have a right to walk here, sir!
No, you don't!
I'm going to walk here.
I'm gonna run you down,
Don't
boy!
you dare come any closer.
I'm gonna run you down, boy!
You trying to kill me?
Get what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What the?
So it makes sense that you killed your dad, but how about marrying your mom?
Well, after I answered the Sphinx's riddle, I became king of Thebes, which meant I was entitled to marry the queen of Thebes, which turned out to be my actual mom, Jacosta.
Yeah, son!
So with all of this in the past, what are your plans for the future?
Well, in the future, I think I'm going to banish myself, because I can't live with myself, and I don't think anybody that knows me should.
What's so wrong about what you've done?
I had 4 children with my mother. That is wrong. Could you imagine that for your mom, Maury?
So to recap, tonight on The Maury Show, we met with a man, Oedipus, who unknowingly married his own mother and had 4 kids with her because a prophecy said that he would. That's all the time we have here. I'm Maury. See you tomorrow.